Hi, Andrew. Um, Hopefully I didn't pronounce your name too horribly. My Cyrillic is a little bit rusty. Anyway, if I understood your question right, you had asked if we need to use the clutch. You were saying that in your case, if you just give it a good amount of throttle, the bike will wheelie up easy. And so here's kind of an explanation of why the clutch can be better in a lot of situations, especially when it comes to trials, but I think it even help on a dirt bike or a dual sport bike as well. So this first example is going to be using just the throttle. Pay attention to when I have to start the wheelie and where I end it. Okay, so now we'll see it in slow motion. You can see where I'm going to start it. Look at the distance between the board and where I start it. And you can see how high I get the front wheel. And then look how far it carries. Right about here, I pull in the clutch and hit the rear brake, because if I didn't, I would have ridden that wheelie all the way into the woods and still had a lot of speed going. Okay, here's an example using it just the clutch. Alright, so here it is in slow motion, but you can see, look at how much closer to the obstacle I can start the wheelie. Overall, I'm building up less speed and energy. It's more of a quick release of energy, and then the energy dies back off rapidly. But so about half the distance away from where it was just using the throttle is where I can start the wheelie. You can see I'm getting the front wheel up pretty much just as high, but I'm able to have the time to be able to process it and then hit the rear brake on the obstacle instead of way past it. And now here I could have went into a static balance or turned real tightly or done whatever I need to do after it instead of carrying so much momentum and speed afterwards. The throttle works, it's just not as fast acting, and it ends up making you go faster in the end. So here's an example on a rock. So that was throttle only. Here's another example, throttle only. And now here is going to be with the clutch. Here's another example. So you can see in slow motion here, I'm going to let the clutch out. Let it back out again. I get a nice big wheelie, but not a lot of speed. I'm able to get back on the rear brake and stop right after the obstacle instead of going way too far. Hopefully this answers your question. Keep your feet up and the rubber down. Hope this helped you out.